Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This battle has already started, and as you can see, that's a Bat Châtillon 25 ton. It's actually being driven by Aurorik78 of SAMS, and he's in platoon with a Leopard 1 under the command of Kinda Masu, also in SAMS. Okay, it's a 5-shot autoloader with a 105mm main gun, 390 alpha, and it's capable with the standard APCR of penetrating 259mm of armor. Now, Aurorik doesn't believe in premium rounds, but so he's not carrying any high explosive anti-tank heat rounds capable of 330 alpha. Now, he's actually gone right to the front to spot for his team, mainly because there's only one light tank in the game, or at least, is there only one tank? No, there's no light tanks in this game whatsoever. I'm wrong. But he has spotted the enemy, a Vickers B, or is that Vickers 3 out of the... I'm getting a lot of things wrong out of this one. Maybe I should change my name to Jingles. Oh, that was a bit of a... That was a bit of a hot one, that was. Wow. Yes. Okay. He's looking at that Vickers B for a kill, but at the moment, he hasn't been spotted, so he's okay. If he fires, he probably will be spotted, and he'll be fired at by the enemy Arty. They've got two, a Bat Châtillon 155-58 and an Object 261. It looks like that Vickers 3 is actually firing towards the town, and he's got two penetrations already, and the Vickers B is now hiding. He looks at us, doesn't get a shot at us though, because we went unspotted in the time that he was in that dip. So he might be able to spot the Leopard behind us, which is our platoon mate, but he can't see us, even though we're out in the open. Shows you the camouflage properties of this Bat Châtillon 25 ton. Okay, the Bat Châtillon 25 ton. Oh, that was kind of Masu getting a kill shot. Okay, the Bat Châtillon 25 ton again. It's a medium tank with very low armor, so it's an assassin tank. It drives up and gets close to the enemy and then wipes them out very quickly before they can do anything about it. 5-shot autoloader with an oscillating turret. They only built two, both prototypes, but they didn't mass produce them, so it didn't get put into production and didn't get used by the French army. This is a one-shot. Oh, he didn't get the kill. He thought he would, but the second shot does, but he takes a round from the Centurion, and that was a 105mm round. And the Arty has a go at him as well, and that was the... well, we don't know which Arty that was, actually. But we can see that Kinda Masu's got another kill. He just took out a T-30, so he's got two now. Okay, E50. Now, we're the first one to get damage on this guy, but are we going to fire? No, we're actually moving on after spotting him because our teammates are getting damage. He wants his teammates to actually do more damage. 2.7 seconds between each shot normally. Standard reload is normally 38.35 seconds. He's got 32.92. Now, this is actually a good video because we got 3 games featuring the Bat Châtillon 25 ton. So you get to see how Aurorik78 plays this medium under different conditions. And he's coming towards us. He knocked that tree down for cover. And he's doing the same to this tree now as well. But we can still see him. And he got another hit. Oh, but he fired one in our direction. So the moment we were spotted, yeah, he fired one back. Now, we are showing that he is damaged. One of his modules is not working. He got another hit into us. And that was the Bat Châtillon 155-58. So he could have more rounds. That was the other Arty, the Object 261. And the E50 is down. So we're changing position to actually make sure that the Arty isn't firing along the same azimuth. We don't want him firing back at us and picking up those other 2 rounds. It looks like he might be in reload. It looks like it. We can't be certain, but he's definitely only a short distance away. There he is. That's one. There's the kill. So that's 2 kills now. Kaidamasu's got 3. There's the Object C61. Now this is for Prescucci's. Now he's in reload, so he's got to wait a while. Oh! Well, we're denied the Prescucci's because our Bat Châtillon 155-58 just claimed their Object 261. And both of us are going to be missing a medal because he would have got a counter battery medal if he'd killed the Bat Châtillon 155-58. Well, we've got enemy tanks all around just in front of us, so we might as well take advantage. That's 1. That's 2. This ST-62 is going to go down. Oh, we missed 1. And he got rammed and taken out of the game by our Leopard 1, Kaidamasu. So good job that he was paying attention. We've only got 1 round left. Okay, I don't know if he realizes he's only got 1 round left. I think he was hoping he was on a full reload. That's it. That's the end of the game. There's no more enemy to kill. Here's the end of battle stats of the first game, and it was the 2nd class tanker for Aurorik78 of SAMS in the Bat Chat 25-ton. He managed to get a spotter badge for spotting at least 1,000 hit points of damage, and basically he was doing the job of a light tank in that game to tell our guys where the enemy were. And of course, Kaidamasu was doing the same as well. He got a duelist for taking down 2 tanks who damaged him, a fire for effect for doing more damage than hit points with his own vehicle, a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he got 6. And he got the tanker sniper for doing the most damage at a distance of 300 meters or more, at least 8 shots, 85% accuracy. His win rate was 5,267, which is super Unicum standard, and a very good game it was too. Let's have a look at team score. Well, he did get the highest damage in the game. 4,318 hit points went to Aurorik78. Second highest damage actually went to a Type 68 on the enemy team with 3,225. And the third highest damage, well, unfortunately, went to that ST-62 version 2, who got 3,036, beating Kaidamasu by just 1 hit point. But of course, Kaidamasu got the kill on that guy. So, yes, his name, Jack Jammer, and Kaidamasu saw him off, finished him off before he could do any more damage to us. When it came to kills, though, it was Kaidamasu, 4 kills to him. 2 kills went to Aurorik and also to the Latstrath 120, the other Leopard 1 on our team, and the E100 all got 2. Nobody on the enemy team managed to get more than 1 kill, and only 4 tanks actually got a single kill at that, so they were pretty overmatched. When it came to base XP, it's Aurorik again. Yes, so he's got the highest damage and the highest base XP, missed out on the kills because Kaidamasu did that for him. 1,081 went to Aurorik, 1,034 went to the AE Phase 1, and they were the only 2 players who managed to get over 1,000 base in the game and exceed their expected capabilities. 983 base went to the Latstrath 120. Yes, not Kaidamasu. He's a little way down the table. But anyway, if we look at the detail report, we can see that Aurorik fired 16 rounds, very, very little, 14 direct hits, 12 penetrations, 4,318 hit points of damage, of which 2,230 were more than 300 meters. He received 5 hits from the enemy. 3 of those were penetrations, 1 non-penetration, and 2 hits by way of splash damage. One of those penetrations, of course, came from the ST-62, and that was bad news because one of his rounds did not connect. And as a consequence of that, he actually took damage from that guy before he was really ready. And it was a good job that Kaidamasu was there to actually stop that guy doing any more damage by taking a quick ram. 4 enemy vehicles spotted, 6 enemy vehicles damaged, 2 killed, and he got 1,712 hit points of spotting assist in the game. He actually ended on a positive note because he got 81,079 credits on a premium account and that included 50,000 for completing a mission, and he got 7 bonds as well, and 4,864 experience points out of that one as well. So a good game, good result. Of course, it's only a second class, but then you've got to remember, getting an ace tanker in this tank does take a lot of go. You have to do quite a bit in order to get an ace, and we just saw an ace coming from Seeker Bane to Madge, and yes, he had to do a lot of spotting as well as a lot of damage. Let's have a look at Aurorik's second game. The next battle is on the Outpost map, and Aurorik is still in the Bat Chat 25 ton, but this time round, kind of Masu, well, he's still in the Leopard 1. Game on. Well, they're lacking a third platoon member in this one. You can see we've got an EBR 105 as our light tank, and he doesn't seem to have much control over that one. Now, it's very thin on armour on the Bat Chat 25 ton, 60mm on the hull at the front, 50mm at the front of the turret. So, yes, it's certainly going to be very damaging if you do get hit. Well, I'll see a 63 pound there, Concept 5, and he's now chasing after him. Now, their EPR decided to remain down in the swamp area. He's done a quick recce, and he just found somebody on our team, but he only took minor damage. Oh, it was our Heshbon. Now he's taking damage from Aurorik, and that's the end of his game. So we get the first kill of the game as well. But he is full reload now, so it's going to take him a little while. He's popping up to the ridgeline, rear end first. Of course, that's to make sure that when he does accelerate away from the danger, once he's been spotted, he goes as fast as possible forwards. You see his reload time, 32.92 against the book reload, 38.35. Ooh, Gorilla. Always good because, of course, basically you only have to aim for the gun shield, get a penetration every time. So yes, there are light tanks in this battle. We've got an EBR 105 and a Tessac, and of course the enemy team had their EBR 105 who's now dead, and a T100 LT who's moved into the castle grounds. Okay, there's the Concept 5. Lovely shot. Bang on target. That one hit the tracks. And oh, the next one hit the tracks as well. That shell really deviated. The dispersion was huge. Well away from the aim point. But we've got a chance to get a shot in the UDIS, and he gets the kill shot. And that means he's gone into full reload again because he used up most of his shells, not all of them. Now, it's important to keep this tank fully loaded as much as you can.
Positive.
And he's actually, yes, he just got the a positive approval. He's actually moving ahead, and he's going to be helped. Yes, you want to keep it at least 4 shots in the magazine if you can. 1 shell fired, you ought to go for reload if you know you've got a long reload, but in this case, he's fairly close to that strip. Yeah, he was just checking to see how far away he was. Oh, and he's gone. The EBR got him, but we were spotted. And yes, the enemy RT knows we're down here. Now does the Gorilla. Now, they'll go after the EBR 105 first, because that's the thing they'll see. And the EBR just took a massive hit from the Gorilla. But now we are going to go in there and finish off that Gorilla and the RT. There's 1. There's 2. Kill shot. No, he's going after the RT first. We did take one round from the gorilla, but we've got the kill shot. Unfortunately, that means, yes, we're up to 4 kills, but we have taken one big hit from the gorilla, which was the low roll for 641. Now we're going to come up behind the enemy tanks and really upset them. Got an E4 to get through first, but there's so many of us going in at the same time, it'd be difficult for him to single out the one that he has to actually attack. Yeah, you can see the EBR's... Oh, he went for us! Look at that, he went straight for the right tank. He must have recognized Aurorik's name and realized that we were the threat. Well, there you go, you're out the game. 5 kills. I reckon it might have been the name, it could have been the number of kills that he had. He might have realized that Aurorik is on a roll and that obviously that Aurorik needed to be taken out of the game to prevent this team winning. There's only 3 enemies remaining now. A Type 5H, a Wizzy 111 Model 5A and a Badger. So ideally we need to get all the team together to go after them at the same time. Unfortunately, you can see our Arty have run away to the south, trying to get away from the heavies. But now we need to engage these guys and hit them. Okay, that's one into the Type. That one missed. The Tessac's turned up. There are shells going in on these guys, but they've arranged themselves in such a way that it's making it difficult for the Arty to get shots on them. Okay, can we get an outline? The Badger's over there. Hard armor towards us at the moment. Oh, they're playing hard to get. And Kaidamasu's coming in behind the Badger. Oh, he's actually coming in front ways. Yeah, not the best thing to do. The EBR comes in as well. But if he turns side onto us, we might be able to get the penetrating shots. Instead, he's gone head on. Now we need to hit this guy. That's it. That's one in. Unfortunately, it didn't do a whole lot. That one did, though. And the Badger has gone down. And that's it. The game's over. Here's the end of battle results for the second game. And we see this time round, it's also a second class mastery. We also got another fighter badge for getting at least 4 kills. He got 5, in fact. 1 short of getting a top gun and 1/3 of the enemy team. He got a duelist for taking down 2 tanks who damaged him. And a fire for effect for doing more damage to the hit points of his own vehicle. And finally, a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he got 14. Was it? No, it's 5. Sorry, exactly. 14 shots on the enemy. His win rate, 5,717 out of this one. Super Unicum standard. Let's have a look at the team score. Well, in this game, we were actually second highest on damage. The Badger had 4,625, and then it was Aurorik with 4,335, and in third place, the Type 5 Heavy managed 4,285. When it came to kills, he got that one. 5 kills went to Aurorik, 3 kills went to the Tessac on his team, and also the Badger on the enemy team. 2 kills went to their Type 5 Heavy. And Kaidamasu, we can see 3,223 hit points and 1 kill in that game. When it came to base XP, Aurorik got that one as well. So he's got 2 out of 3 on this one, with the second place on the damage. 1,006 went to Aurorik, the only player to get over 1,000 base. Next highest was the Tessac with 924, and third was the EPR 105 with 889. I feel I have to apologize to that guy because I thought he didn't really have control of his vehicle. But in fact, he did survive the battle, which is pretty good going, considering he was driving for most of the game with virtually no hit points. Yes, he was driving around and they weren't inclined to kill him because he was moving too quickly for them. Anyway, let's have a look at the detail report. 18 shots fired out of this one, 16 direct hits and 14 penetrations, 4,335 hit points of damage, of which 1,377 were up more than 300 meters, so far less damage at long range. 2 hits received, both penetrations, I'm afraid. Yeah, unfortunately, one was from the E4 and the other was from the Gorilla, so we did get hit by 2 big, heavy rounds, and they did a lot of damage. 9 enemy vehicles damaged, 5 killed, and he got 7 defense points when he reset the cap. On a premium account, he actually made a profit again, 50,539 credits, including a 40,000 mission reward credit there, a bonus. And he picked up another 7 bonds for this being tier 10 and 12,072 experience points out of that one, getting a reward for a mission completion of 9,054. So yes, he is still having a good time. And remember, these games are consecutive. The last one on the Siegfried Line and then this one on Outpost, they are consecutive games. And the next game is also consecutive. So you're going to see what he did in the next one. The last replay is on the south spawn of Pearl River. And this time round, Kaido switched to a DBV 152. That sounds like Mila. Mila Jovovich was and did marry a guy who actually went to the same university as I did. Okay, the Bat Chat 25 ton was originally armed with a 90mm gun, not the 105 you see in the game, and it also had a 4-man crew. Ouch! That hurt, and that did too. So he's taken 2 hits. One from the EBR 105 and one from the Leopard 1. Pumps 1 round into the DBV and another. And he got the kill shot. So he's got 1 hit. Can he get another one? Well, pumps 1 round into the Leopard, but it's a low roll. Got Amarak as well, so that Leopard's not going to be coming forward for a little while. Well, he got a round into the 140, but he took 1 round as well. But I think he actually came off ahead in terms of hit points. And it also looks like he Amarak that guy as well. Okay, I think he's waiting for a full reload. There's Kaido Masug. Yeah, he's getting ready for that Jaegeru. Well, the Jaegeru's just fired, so now we can pump rounds into him. That's 1. Trying to get another one in. Couldn't get the weak spot. There's a little cupola at the back of the Jaegeru, which you can get on the roof, and you can pump in 1 through there, or you can go through the drive wheel and get a shell in that direction. Oh, took another round from the Leopard. And he got Amarak this time, so he's fixed that. Still got 3 shells though. Jaegeru just fired. And the Leopard comes forward again. And he got... Oh, he's got 2 in. Both of them high rolls. 1 shell left. Here comes the Jaegeru. He's getting ready to shoot. Nice shot. Right in through the drive wheel. Went right up into the body of the vehicle. Now he's on full reload. As you know, the reload by the book is 38.35 seconds. He's got 32.92. Okay. Kaido Masu's just across the way from... Yeah, he's just shot. He just got a big hit on the 140. We're still reloading. Kaido Masu just got a hit. Oh, he took down the 140, but the DBV on the enemy team just took down him. So can we get a shot? Where's that DBV? There he is. Nice shot. Well, at least he got 1 back in revenge. Now, the question is, are the enemy going to come up into the village? We've got 4 shells, which should be enough to deter them. They must realise we've reloaded. Nothing so far. It appears they're either waiting for us to come back to the entrance, or they're too scared that if they come up, they're going to get hit by the 4 shells. The burst damage of a Bat Chat 25 ton is actually 1,950 hit points, but it does take a little while to unload because it's 2.73 seconds per shot. Nope, they're not coming up. Oh, that's interesting. We've got a Heshbon over here. Okay. Pump those rounds in. You can see the dispersion. And he's got a kill. But there's only 1 shell left. Does he keep that or pop the reload? He pops the reload. This is a sensible solution. If you've got 4 shells used in a Bat Chat, it's probably better to pop the reload, get 5 shells in. If you've got 4 shells ready, then obviously you can stay with those 4 shells. You can still do a huge amount of damage with that 390 Alpha. This tank was meant as a hit and run tank. The armor wasn't thick. It was designed specifically for the purpose of hit run. It was basically supposed to be twice the weight of an AMX 13 ton tank. The enemy Arty's been spotted. And our Manticore's just got rid of him. So no more Arty. We can't see the enemy Leopard, the one that was... Oh, there he is! He's actually gone over towards the heavy lane. Okay. Any shots? No. I think he knows he's been seen. Well, it looks like an E3 is coming up into the village. So we might as well leave because he can do 750 damage. And we've only got 709 hit points left. If we stay in the village area, we are going to die. So, well, that was good because he got down without losing any hit points whatsoever. And he's now on the run, but able to get around the enemy. E3's going in to have a look for us. If we'd gone off towards the enemy Leopard, yeah, he would have found us or seen us. But where we are now, we're far enough away that I don't think he's going to spot us. And we've got 2 in the cap at the moment. The Gorilla 15s. I think that may be where the E3 is looking. There's a Viz 55. He's trying to get a reset. There's the E3. He's low. The Viz 55 goes down. Oh, we got a reset, unfortunately. I think that may have been the E3 who got the reset. We've still got 2 in the cap, though. One of our gorillas hasn't got much in the way of hit points left, though. We're trying to get a better position to shoot at that DBV 152 in the village area. E3's still there. We've got no shot on him. In fact, we lost sight of him. I'm sure he's on the ring road in the lower level. Ten seconds left on the cap. This game could be over very shortly. And that's it. We've won the game. It's capped out. Here's the end of battle stats. And that game ended a little too early, really, for our purposes. We could have got more damage, I'm sure of it. That was a second-class tanker for Aurorik78 of SAMS in the Bat Chat 25 ton. He managed to get a spotter badge for spotting at least 1,000 hit points of damage, 5 per effect for doing more damage than the hit points of his own vehicle, bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he got 5 exactly in this one. And he got a win rate of 5,070, which is Super Unicum standard. So let's have a look at the team score. Well, this time round, he didn't get the highest damage again. This time round, it was a DBV152, got 5,139 hit points, and that was the guy on the enemy team. And I'm wondering, is that the same one that killed Kaidamasu? Yes, it is. Unfortunately, yes. Kaidamasu got wiped out by that guy, but the second highest damage was Aurorik with 4,632, and the third highest damage was the Manticore, who managed 4,599 hit points, but he also got wiped out. When it came to kills, we can see top scorers were the Object 261 on our own team, who got 3 kills, and the Object 277 on the enemy team, both got 3. And we can see Aurorik got 2 kills, so did the Manticore and the Gorilla 15 on our team. And on the enemy team, their DBV152, the E3, and of course the Viz55 all got 2 kills as well. When it came to base XP, we can see Aurorik got the highest on this one. He got 980, 915 went to the Manticore, and 765 went to the Gorilla 15. He fired 14 rounds. This time round, 13 direct hits and 13 penetrations, so only one shell didn't do the damage. 4,632 hit points of damage, all of it at close range. 4 hits received from the enemy, 3 of them penetrated, 2 non-penetrations, and 2 enemy vehicles spotted, 6 enemy vehicles damaged, 2 killed, and 1,102 hit points of spotting assist in this one. On a premium count, he actually made a profit again, 38,367 credits, and he got 7 bonds and 8,820 experience points, including 5,880 for a mission completion. So 3 games, consecutive games, that is recorded one after the other, and he got great results in all 3. In this one, the second class, in that one, the second class, and in this one, a second class as well. So shows amazing consistency. He's coming top of the table and getting great results each time. So it's not going to be long before he starts getting ace after ace after ace. And that will be when he's going to pick up his 3rd mark of excellence, I can assure. So I hope you enjoyed those replays. If you did, please give this video a like. Do subscribe to our channel. Leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And thank you for watching.